right? So uh, each person in their own capacity, in whatever ways they can, if they can, make somebody else aware of this or inspire somebody to, look into the code or something like that, even that helps a lot. Okay, so I'd like to now hand over the mic to my colleague and co-organizer, Pawan. He'll be doing the closing notes and he'll give you some interesting stats about what we've been doing.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. And this kind of Robert's talk brings us to the end of this conference. The organizers, they denied me a speaking slot this time. So I said, I'm going to do a closing note. You can't get away without hearing me. So let's what I want to do is kind of talk about our journey to this stage, and this all started in 2013 when a bunch of us in Pune thought let's do a half-day meetup, right? I think Fuji Masao was here in Pune that time, and we said it's a good idea to kind of he's a well-known face in community, and let's get people around. We did a very small meetup, half-day stuff, mostly us talking to, we didn't have any other people willing to talk. So, it's maybe me, Nikhil, everyone is like speaking about, and obviously Fuji. Pizza was the only thing that we could afford in the budget that we had at that time. Hopefully you liked, lunch much better today. 2014, we moved to Hyderabad. We said, let's try another city. Maybe we'll have more users, more developers, more people interested in Postgres. Probably they're looking for something like this, and this will open up new doors for them. So we went to Hyderabad in 2014, did our first meetup. Again, half-day event, pretty small gathering. Same set of people again speaking, just that the city was different. Instead of Pune, we were speaking in Hyderabad. And 2015, we said, okay, now Pune, Hyderabad, let's say Bangalore. It's obviously Silicon Valley of India, so why not? Maybe we'll get more people. And we did. I mean, it was slightly bigger event, slightly more number of people. Still a small place. Our budgets were still quite low. We convinced one company to give us some space out of in their cafeteria. I managed to do an event there. 2016, with some success in 2015, we thought we can go slightly bigger. Why not? So we started doing some promotion, some marketing. Trying to reach out to people, trying to reach out to companies, and in turn request them to reach out to their own customers. I think some of you probably maybe 60, 70 of you maybe there in the last year as well, and it was a good event. That's the photograph from last year. And before I forget, we need to capture one this time as well. So once I'm done, don't leave immediately. We need to have a good photograph at the end. So that's a chart that I've plotted showing the number of delegates that we are having since 2013. First 3 meetups, small events, 40 to 60 people is what used to attend the event. Last year there were 150 delegates attending the conference. This year we had 250, and that's like a good 40% increase in numbers. And to be honest, as organizers, we are equally surprised with the growth. We didn't anticipate this, but that also shows the kind of popularity Postgres is seeing. I've been around in community for last 10 years, and you can really see last 4 years or maybe 5 years. The offtake has been like really huge. The second chart is also kind of interesting. If you see first 4 events, every talk submitter would get his talk accepted because we only had so many submitters. Sometimes we had to actually convince people to submit something because, we need to have something. This year we had, 33 talk submissions, and we could only select 13 out of that. And it's kind of, disappointing for a lot of speakers or, wanted to be speakers. But that's only what we could do with the venue and, all of the restrictions. It's a good problem to have, and I think, once we get more confidence and, we see more people coming out to, willing to talk about their, usage of Postgres or what they want to, or, things that they develop and contribute back to Postgres, they want to talk about that. Hopefully, we'll be able to, accommodate more and more speakers as we go forward. Another thing that I kind of noticed today, and this was like talking to some of the people here, I think about out of 13, 8 or 9 speakers were like first timers. Even I was like hearing them for the first time, and it's a great thing, because that kind of encourages other people in this audience. I'm hoping to submit talks next year. We started with half-day meetups. Then we moved to a full-day event in last year. This year, quite hesitantly, we thought let's do a training day, which makes a 2-day conference, which also means more budget, more organizers' time, and we were worried whether we'll get good response to trainings. And again, we were quite happily surprised. There were like about 75 people attending yesterday's training. And 250 people attending the conference. In terms of representation, I think early days, maybe there were only 5 or 10 companies, who would send their people for these small meetups. Last year, we had close to 45 companies sending their representatives. This year, we have 80. Again, it's a tremendous growth because, as more people, more companies send their representatives for these kind of conferences, the technology spreads. So these are, some of the points about this year's conference. The preparation started like 6 months back. We need to figure out first which city, then which place, which hotel. Need to create some nice brochures so that we can talk to sponsors and convince them that it's the right thing to do. All of that preparation takes time. We created a new website this year. Earlier, we used to use meetup page. So I would suggest everyone that's going to be the standard stuff. We need to have our own website. We had integrated ticketing system this year. Till last year, it was quite ad hoc. We'll say transfer to our bank account, and then we'll create something. Maybe create a receipt or something like that. This year, it was much more formalized. Again, as I said, first time we did a dedicated training day, and we literally had to close, bookings for training days multiple times. I first said, we need to close at 60, and as soon as we said, it's done, it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks back, we started getting requests that, no, we already have booked our flights, we need to attend trainings, and then we had to open 5 more, and then open 5 more, and then open 5 more. It was a good problem to have, and now we know that there is a interest and appetite for having trainings. This is the first time we did a multi-track event. Again, till last year it was mostly like we were worried whether we'll get enough submissions or not. This time we had the other problem that we had too many submissions, and then we wanted to have as many speakers as possible. 250 plus audience, this time again, first ever, and more than 80 companies, as I said. This is the registration graph that I plotted. So we started registration process like almost 9 weeks back before the conference start. Slow take, and obviously we are worried whether we are going to meet our at least the lower level target of number of delegates. And then there was a sudden spike in a couple of weeks. 1 week we got like 80 plus registrations. And finally we finished at 250. Any guesses what this pie chart would look like? Any guesses what this probably shows up? You're probably close, yeah. I mean, this is the number of different cities that have the delegates have come from. Bangalore obviously takes the major chunk. One reason is obviously it's a technology hub, also because it's a local event. But as you said, there are 20 different cities from where people have come. And India is a continent in itself. So when I say 20 cities, people have actually traveled like 1,000 miles or more to get here. Any guess about this pie chart? Pardon? Yeah, I think you got it correct. So, I mean, we need to, I think we need to improve upon that. That's not a good ratio to have. So please encourage, not just to attend conference, but at least even, we need to encourage our female developers, co-developers to, start joining this bandwagon. Any guess about this? No? Well, these are T-shirt sizes, I don't think you could have guessed this in any way. But it looks like, we are decently fit community, right? I mean, most of them are fitting between medium and large. Our sponsors, Second Quadrant, Tashi, OpenSCG, Enterprise DB, Ashnik, our media partner, EFI. Thank you all. This event would not have been possible without your help and contribution, and some of our past sponsors as well. Okay, so yeah, some formality. I sincerely, want to thank my boss, Simon Riggs, to come all the way from London here to deliver the keynote. Thank you, Simon. A big round of applause for Simon, please. Robert, thank you so much. I mean, it was pretty useful talk. Again, I think slightly different perspective, but I think it was very useful. So thank you, Robert. Our speakers, trainers, I think you have done a wonderful job. I'm hearing a lot of good feedback about what we have been, what we have achieved in last 2 days. So thank you, our speaker trainers. Park Plaza, this wonderful venue, especially, Ms. Larissa, I think we have kind of taken a lot of help from her and all the support staff of the hotel. Thank you so much. Srinivasan and team, they have been responsible for the audio video arrangement and all the nice booths that you see outside the stage where I'm standing. It's all done by him and his team. So thanks a lot. Oh, well, our employers, like as organizers, they allow us to, spend time to, organize these conferences. It takes a lot of efforts, believe me. So thank you. Me and Nikhil both work for Enterprise DB, Second Quadrant, sorry. We used to. Okay. That's a... And Ashish Mehra works for Enterprise DB. That was a joke, okay? It wasn't like a... Sorry. And how can I kind of, not mention you all? It's kind of incredible, people have traveled. I know it's Bangalore traffic, but people have stayed back. Thanks a lot. Guys, you need to spread this word and, make this conference bigger and better every year. So thanks a lot. Why not? Can I have Nikhil and Ashish on stage, please? My co-organizers. You have seen them running around, Rishabh and Rajiv, thanks a lot. They were part of our program committee, doing tough job of figuring out which 13 talks we should really have in this conference. Aditya, Ranjit, Surinder, thanks a lot. You have been a great help at the registration desk and, in general with the organizing this event. Okay, next year. Training day. I hope you like training day, and do we want to have a training day next year? Okay. Workshops. I think some of you mentioned that we should have some sort of maybe developer-focused workshops or DBA-focused workshops. Is that something that you would like to have next year? Okay. Not like a loud yes that I was expecting. More talks, or was this like enough? More talks? Yes, okay. Multi-day event, I mean, do you, yes? You'll have to attend to, huh? Okay, thank you. Really? Okay, okay, that's interesting. I did? I'll give the same kind of commitment this year too then. And hopefully we'll make it even bigger and better event next year. Please spread the word. These, I don't know whether people really use QR codes, but they are on your bags. We want more Twitter followers. We want Facebook followers. So please register yourself at the website. Make sure that you have you follow our Twitter handle, our Facebook page. It really helps for us to spread the word and get in touch with you all at the right time. Any feedback, suggestion, please mail them to contact@pgconf.in. That is would only help us to make this event better. I think I got some of the feedback on ground and during maybe Robert's talk, but we need more suggestion. And what do you want to really see from these conferences? Because that's what we want to do. That's it, I think.
Everyone can accommodate that. So we can accommodate more to presentation on that particular time.
So he wants as well, yeah.
My first time I am attending for the PGConf India, and which has happened here, and I like the way it has been organized. It was very well done. I don't know about the breaks. You can ask. People might mail you about it probably, but I liked it, and I look forward for more conferences like this, the training and the conference. And everyone was so very helpful that they were really keen to answer all of the questions which each of the developer were asking or the DBA were asking or anything. So I appreciate and I look forward for more kind of training and conferences like this. Thank you.
So much. Okay.
This is Ajay. Okay, so this is the very first time I came to PGConf. Last year I couldn't attend due to some reason. So it's pretty organized, well coordinated. So feedback for the next year would be, there are a lot of DBAs, there are a lot of developers who attend the training. And if we have different tracks or sessions for them, this will be helpful for each and individuals, for DBAs to understand, what kind of different technology they can use, and for developers, probably more on the coding side or probably, development side. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, bigger conference rooms. I mean, every talk that I attended, there were people standing or sitting on the ground. So, I mean, that's a good problem to have, and hope we continue to have that problem each conference.
Yeah, I mean, we thought this was a decently sized, location, but obviously we were wrong. So, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Time for a photo, please.